This one is called the broken dragon, and it's going to come from an outside leg hang. That's the entrance we're going to use here. Your outside hand is going to be holding behind your back, and it's going to be in a thumb up, a true grip, or handshake hold. Okay. Your inside arm is going to be reaching back and grabbing that inside leg. Couple of points on this. How you grab that inside leg, inside arm, inside leg, is up to you. Personally, I like to grab just with my thumb up, and I usually don't wrap my thumb. Sometimes I do. I'll grab just in a cup grip on my ankle. Some people like to grab the inside of their leg. I find for me, if I grab the inside of the leg, it feels like that much more of a stretch on my pec muscle. And I feel like I actually feel more comfortable pushing into it more if I have the thumb up C grip on the outside. But that is a personal preference, and everyone's bodies are a little bit different. So try each grip, not a right or a wrong way, okay, and see which one works best for you. Your outside leg, we're going to originate from the outside leg hang where it's behind the knee. But then when we're ready to transition to the broken dragon, we're going to go from our knee to the back of the ankle. And your contact point is going to end up being this little divot right here in your Achilles area. Okay. So we're going to start in an outside leg hang. Instead of laying back into your outside leg hang like you would like with a traditional outside leg hang and just, hands free and all that, right away, these are the things I want you to watch when I demo in a second, we're going to pull up into it to create space so you can get that outside hand behind your back, and it can grab somewhere right around, the pole's going to be right about here, so we're going to be grabbing the pole there with the thumb up, okay? Once that hand is in place, then the inside arm can reach back. When you grab the inside leg is going to be up to you, but I find it's actually much easier to grab it right away as you go into it. When the leg is super bent here, grab, and then once you're in it, then kick that leg to the ground and you'll get a little bit better extension, okay? So with all those little moments in mind, let's break it down, okay? You don't have to be super high up for this one. It doesn't lose a lot of elevation. You can invert up into it. You can drop down into it. You can do it on spin. You can do it on static. This is a very versatile trick that works on all the things, okay? So outside leg hang, pull the chest up. Outside hand, grab behind the back, thumb up, and then lay back into it. I'm going to grab my inside leg as close to my ankle as I can, okay? And even that is going to be a personal preference. Then I'm going to extend my outside leg as I extend my inside leg. And then when you're ready to come out, you can regrip the knee, regrip the pole, pull yourself up, or transition on to whatever trick that you would like to go into. Couple of things on this that I do find. When I go into that first grab, if I smush my hand up too close, like if I pull up and I try and really get my hand in as close to my body as I can and then lay back, I find I pinch my hand and it doesn't feel amazing. Granted, a lot of pull tricks don't feel amazing, but sometimes we can improve them and make them feel slightly less so. So I find with this one, when I do place that hand, don't try and smush it, just comfortably put it there. Don't leave a big old gap, but don't try to close the gap completely. Just give it a little bit, because when you do lay back into it, you're going to sink back a little bit. Okay. So, but once again, I find that for me makes it a little bit more comfortable. Other thing on this, for this contact point, when you go from the knee to the ankle, you've already got this hand behind your back. So it's giving you a little support there, very similar to like a dragon's tail kind of hold. But when you do transition from that knee to the ankle, you're not going to just open up your leg and bounce from your knee to your ankle. You're going to keep the tension the whole time. Okay, so if I'm at my knee initially and you're really engaging that hamstring here, I'm going to keep engaging my hamstring, keep that tension as I let the leg slide until it catches to the ankle. And I'm still engaging. I'm just kind of lessen just a little bit. It's kind of like if you're in a pole sit and you want to slide down the pole, you just lessen your squeeze just a little bit. You're not completely opening, you're just lessening your squeeze. Same kind of thing. To come back into it, you can either bring the inside leg in to come out of it, or you can kind of do a little tiny kippy motion, is that you'll engage the hamstring and give a little hop to bring it back to the knee. Okay. And that little hop, you can make it very dramatic, or it can be so smooth that no one will ever know that you did it. But that's how you go from the ankle back into the knee. Okay, going from the ankle back into the knee, I would say this is the only thing that does kind of change a little bit if you are doing this move on spin versus static, is if you are on spin, this little kippy motion of coming back in, or with centripetal force, it's pulling you out a little bit. And that centripetal force is going to kind of be thwarting this pull back in. But I don't feel it to be an egregious difference. I mean, if the pull is going faster, you're going to feel it more. But to me, it's not a make it or break it for doing this move on spin versus static. Okay, so we have our broken dragon. We're going from an outside leg hang, our contact points. Okay, we're going to feel, you might feel this contact point like you would for an outside leg hang, or for some people, this hand might kind of take the place of that. You're going to feel it touching here, but it may be that you sunk down to this hand and it's not quite as your life trusting on this point as you would in a traditional outside leg hang. Okay, so that's going to vary a little bit person to person. So between these 2 points, the hand behind your back and this side, these are a contact point. Okay, it might be more of one, less of the other, or shared, whichever. Okay, you're going to have that back side of the shoulder, because remember that arm is going to be reaching back to grab that inside leg. It's going to be giving you an additional contact point. And then also that ankle of the outside leg when you slide down to this move. Okay, so with all those contact points in mind, let's look at it one more time. Okay, so outside leg hang, hand behind the back, grab that bottom leg when it's nice and bent, extend it to the floor as you extend the top leg towards the sky. And then when you're ready to come out, pull everything back in and exit however you would like. So that is the broken dragon. Have some funsies with it. Try it on spin, try it on static, put it together with some of your favorite moves. How do you like to get into an outside leg hang? What's your favorite exit out of this? Can you create it into a combo on spin, on static, put it in a photo shoot, whichever. So have fun with this one. Let me know how it goes.